Today, Precarious plays Ratchet and Clank.
Okay, so yeah, now I can order a bunch of mysterious boxes from the internet, take a couple of hours, and then put an entire functional computer together. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So the idea that I would have broken the computer somehow then is completely absurd, because I've always had that interest, that level of interest in technology, and that attention to detail and that careful nature around electronics. I mean, what it comes down to is it was just a situation of, you can't because I don't want you to and I said so.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I had half a dozen computers, admittedly special use computers, but I had half a dozen computers in my room and I never broke any of those, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, reasons aside, I never got to play PC games until very late in high school when I got my own laptop.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't great for it because it was a laptop.
Yeah, it was a pretty nice laptop at the time, but still.
But still, some of the parts they weren't. They wouldn't interact with the games correctly. For example, I had a copy of the Orange Box.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And the only game it would even partially load was Team Fortress 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, I forgot. I played the entirety of Half-Life 2 on that. It worked. I'm still not sure why. All these years later, I still don't know exactly why. Because I just... I'm handy with computers, you know? And one of the things that I always try to do is to just make sure that it works from the start. So I'm not much of a problem solver. I can't troubleshoot things worth a dang. But I can do a pretty great job of just setting everything up beforehand and make sure that it just works from the get-go. So, what you gonna do?
So you've had to catch up on a lot of PC games.
Yes, I've had to catch up. What the hell is that?
Okay. Now, betcha this is scary.
Okay. Oh,
Oh yeah!
it's a yes. The Trespasser. What does the Trespasser do?
This is the Trespasser. It is a three-pronged key to places normally people don't go.
It's a lockpick. It's a future lockpick? Is that
I was trying to innuendo you, but you know what, never mind.
Okay, no, here, let's start over. I'll take that. Bale, take that part out. Because I want to get innuendoed and out the other. I always liked that pun, even though it doesn't quite make sense.
Yeah, innuendo and out the other.
Yeah.
Okay, and also
you know what, Bale, just take this whole episode out.
No, don't! If you skip episode numbers, people are going to get confused. Don't do that. I know it'd be a funny joke, but just don't.
No.
Can't do it.
Bale would not want to do that. He would be very upset.
Lasers!
Laser beams.
I like these little easy visual puzzles. I can totally tolerate these.
So what? Right, so the new XCOM, I went back and I played...
Push up and down to select which ring is active.
I think the one I decided to try was, oh, dang it. 20,000 Aliens Under the Sea? Tides of Darkness? Tides of Upset Sad? It was the one that... I think it was the second one in the franchise, I believe. And the big problem that people had with it in its day is that it did not improve enough over the original. But because I was not there to experience that, it just sounded like the superior game from my perspective, you know?
Elevator.
So I just started with the second one because it seemed like the big complaint with it is that it wasn't like this crazy, like, massive improvement. Oh, it's killing you.
Oh,
It wasn't this
well,
crazy massive improvement.
problem solving.
It wasn't this insane improvement over the original. It was just merely more. And if you're starting with merely more, why the fuck not?
Mm-hmm.
Bale, make sure that you put up the correct title for the game later, please. So I played that and it was great. I felt this. Okay, so let me give you an example of one of the things that you could do.
Yeah.
I had one guy who had a single potent grenade.
Oh, nope.
And he was like my heavy weapons dude.
Mm-hmm.
And because of how I had been exploring this environment, he wound up at like the back of my column, right? And the terrain was really complicated, and someone attacked me and just narrowly missed. And I knew, I was like, oh god, 2 or 3 of my guys are gonna get blown up if I don't take out that little cluster of enemies, like this turn, right? If they get another turn, a bunch of my guys are gonna die. What am I gonna do? And I didn't have anything, because everybody up front was just like my light scouts with like an okay rifle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I wound up doing is I wound up having the heavy weapons guy cook a grenade, basically, and then he threw a live grenade next to the next closest ally that was gonna get a turn, who then picked up that live grenade and threw it further ahead.
Hot potato.
Yes, I fucking played hot potato and saved lives. And that was only possible because of the level, the very, like the control that they gave you over like the micro level of character action. But everything is just fucking on like the macro level. You just do like these broad, like, hey, go over here and fucking do all this shit. Just do it yourself. Whatever you think is best, chief. That's what you do in the new XCOM. It's just like, go into Overwatch and fucking just wait for them to come around the corner and shoot them a bunch. And I mean, it's a shame because I think I would have really liked the new XCOM if a few weeks before its release, if I hadn't played one of the old ones. But I mean, I know that that's just a me thing. The XCOM game is very popular, and I think that it has a lot of smart design choices. But I think I prefer something with a little more bite. Actually, no, what I prefer is something where you can count the individual teeth in that particular bite.
Oh boy, yep.
What?
Yes. I'm agreeing with you. That is an observable quality that you have. I've witnessed it many times. Oh, oops. Oh, he fell down. Oops, uh-oh.
Well, I know that a lot of it has to do
I have to jump all the way there.
A lot of it has to do with timing, because whenever I play something really exhausting,
yeah,
I'm more inclined to look favorably on a game that's very elegant and straightforward, you know?
Like this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Although I will say...
Oh, oops, okay. Nope, it's okay. I meant to do that.
I will say that aesthetics are a big part of it. One of the reasons that XCOM Enemy Unknown, sorry, I should have been calling it that the whole time. XCOM Enemy Unknown, one of the reasons why it kind of bothers me is because it has a style, and I like the style, especially like the style of all of the especially like in the texture work.
Hey, you think I can touch this?
No, it's saying don't. Wait, it says stop. It says up, no, 4 times. Up, no, 4 times, they said. They said stop here 4 times. No! It's a multiplier, it's not additive. That's 16 no's that you ignored.
They were right. They were right.